Barev, we should mention, world-class grandmaster in his own right. I remember in the 90s he was right up there. Now represents Canada. He makes the ceremonial first move. Prag leaves it on the board. Doesn't take that move back. Interesting. I think Barev was a d4 player, if I remember correctly. In the meantime, top right, Tanya, meditating, a sight we're becoming used to, but all the other games have kicked off now.
Prag just leaves the d-pawn on the board, just a little shaduk there by him, and an immediate response by Hikaru. We're still not sure if it's d4, but we will get an update. That's what it looks like from our site right now. All the games underway. I don't know if Anilas has made his move. I think he finally does. And you know what? I think, David, in that one, it's a b3. It's still far to say, with 4 big games and opening moves out of the rest there. Are you expecting some big surprises early on in this round?
I definitely am. Again, the candidates, this tends to be a feast of opening ideas, novelties galore. See these kind of big opening battles early on where the players show off their preparation, their home cooking. But in recent rounds, I have noticed a slight trend towards quieter lines. You mentioned Perugia playing b3 on move 2 a couple of rounds ago against Jan Nepomniachtchi, and doing so again against Abasov today, who's out in Toronto. Let's just do a quick recap first of all. So d4, d5, knight f3, knight f6, so not an immediate Queen's Gambit, but after c4, this is where most top players play moves such as e6. We see that in the Caruana game. Queen's Gambit declined. If you want to play Queen's Gambit accepted, you take this pawn on c4. It's not an eternal gambit. Often the pawn is gained by white a few moves later. But c5, at least when I was growing up, had a really dubious reputation. It was regarded as kind of a subpar move, just trying to equalize. Often the black queen has to come out early. But of course, at top level, especially armed by an arsenal of modern engines, it's become playable, this line. And as far as I know, taking on d5 is the main move. If you take the other way, at least I'm using theory that's 15-20 years old here, but pawn to e6 I believe is black's best, and black will most likely regain this pawn on c5 with a very playable position. But in this position after c5, I believe what normally happens is takes, and white has a choice here. You can take with the white queen if you want an endgame, or you can take with the white knight. And here, if black, for example, takes with the queen, which I think is the main move, knight c3, black queen goes away, and white is essentially a couple of tempi up because the black queen has wasted a bit of time, but this pin is annoying, and it's actually hard to get this white bishop out where you want it. g3 is one of the main moves here. Unfortunately, you cannot play moves such as e4 because this pawn will just be captured. So, as I mentioned, there's another alternative. Queen takes queen does allow a queen trade, and white, again, slightly ahead in any opening race, but with queens off the board, just like in any kind of Berlin or
spoiled child.
And the one thing not to do is to push that pawn forward. Yes, you get to trade rooks off, but the black A pawn is of the wrong colour. It's on a dark square, you have a light squared bishop. Actually, a rook trade, if the black C pawn disappears, does not win. But Hikaru, he's going to try and infiltrate with his rook. Okay, white key goes forward. If it had gone back, then black would have used b6 and b3 squares. Now the black rook can safely use the d3 square, if I'm not mistaken. And that should just be game over. Should be it. No more resistance. Rook is in.
That rook d3 on the board, you can't trade that rook. Pragg continues to make the moves. King b4 played. Do you give a check on b3? Do you have time?
Wow.
What did you see? What do you see, Daniel?
What a cherry on top. You know, it's like he's made the Shirley Temple. Now he needs that maraschino cherry. Rook b3, king takes a4, rook takes g3, and then after you push the pawn, the bishop on f7 beautifully slices off the retreating square from white's king, that extra bishop on f7. I should say, you might say, well, where's white's bishop? There's no bishop, there's no knight. That knight got captured a long time ago. Hikaru is not going to miss that. It's over.
He knows it, he plays it. And I think this is the moment, David. I think this is the moment that Pragg just realizes there's nothing to be done. There's no stopping the c pawn. He does pick up the a pawn, and you can trade and then advance your pawns. You could give a check with the bishop, forcing the king one step ahead. But these are the last few moments of an incredibly critical win for Hikaru Nakamura. And that is it. We've got the handshakes. Hikaru Nakamura secures a crucial win for Praggnanandhaa. It's a crushing setback that puts him further from his goal, from the reach of that top finish. And we see Hikaru there with that win. He takes his jacket, he walks off. He's already thinking about his